Okay, welcome back, my beautiful butterflies. Today I'm doing a makeup tutorial while story time, talking about how me and my ex broke up. And I'll be using this palette the whole entire time. Yeah, I'll be using this palette the whole entire time, plus this one. Okay? So, how me and him met when I moved. If y'all don't know, I live in Chenango. I'm not telling you where I live, but Chenango, that's all y'all gotta know. Anyways, so when I got here, I met him first day of school, and we were not like, I didn't like him. Like, I thought he was ugly. I'm gonna be honest. I thought he was ugly. I don't like him. This boy is ugly. And I also had a crush on his friend. Sounds bad, but I did. I had a crush on his friend. So me and his friend were like talking, like whatever. And that's my best friend now. We've never dated. Obviously, we kind of faded out there. I can make a story time about him, but anyways, I met him. He had a girlfriend at the time, which she's my friend now. But he had a girlfriend at the time, and so we didn't date. But like after they broke up, me and him started talking. And it wasn't like, it was like as friends talking, but it was more of a hate relationship because I would block him on Snap. I'm not even lying. Like, I would block this dude on everything I love on Snap, block him for no reason. Like, he wouldn't even do anything. I just like ignore what I'm doing. But I hated him. Like, I don't know what it was, but it was a part of me that like okay, I'm young. I don't know what love is. So there's a part of me that like loved him. I love him. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not in love with him. I thought I was. It's it's hard to explain. But a part of me was just like, okay, I just don't like him. Like I liked him, obviously, but I'm more of scared to get hurt. So I was like, I'm gonna block this dude because I like him way too much. And I blocked him, and I would always get mad at him for things he would do too. So that's another reason why I blocked him. But yeah, and he blocked me obviously because he's like, I ain't gonna keep a girl's Snap on there. I ain't even talking to her. And so I kept on doing that. Like we would talk again, and then we would block each other. We would talk and then block, so on and so on. So then at work one day, me and him, I was like, he was like talking to me or whatever, how we always do. We always talk at work, even though I had him blocked on Snap. Yeah, we're stupid. And he was like, can you unblock me? And I'm like, no. And then he's like, can you unblock me? Seriously, no joke. I don't know how you blocked me. I ain't do nothing. And I'm like, no. And then I was like, I'm like, you unblock me first, and then I will unblock you, right? Hold on. Hate these palettes because I can't open them. And he was like, I was like, you gonna block me first, and then I'll unblock you. And he was like, fine, I'll unblock you, but then you gotta unblock me, type junk. And I was like, okay, fine with that, cool. And he unblocked me, so I added him, and while we're at work, because okay, so this is another thing too. I gotta tell y'all, mention. It was a time where I really liked this kid, and I told him I like you, and he was like, it's not gonna work out between me and you. And I was like, okay. So that's when I blocked him also. But then there was another time where he started talking to me, and this was when I was already talking to someone else. So I told him, I was like, that ain't gonna work out. I'm like, I'm into someone else right now. Like, me and you aren't gonna work out. Like, my heart doesn't want you. Type junk, like corny. but, anyways, me and him at work, he was like, we're texting, and he was at work, we're just texting away while he was at work. Yes, I know it's bad. I asked if he didn't want to text, but he was like, no, I want to talk to you. So I was like, okay. So we were texting at work, and he like just tells me like, he goes, oh, I want to make it official, because like we at this point we like, why would we get back to talking in our talking stage, because like we already know each other. If you're talking to someone, that's because you want to get to know them. I'm sorry, we already know each other way enough. Anyways, so we started, like from there he was like, we can make it official, and he was like, you want to be my girlfriend? I was like, yeah, because at that point I'm like, why not? Anyways, so we made it official. We were talking like every night. He'd call me and I'd answer. Every morning he would call me and I would answer, right? And let me tell you, this boy, like he'd be like, oh, my dad's not home, I'm gonna call you. And I'm like, okay. But like nothing weird would go on like when he said that. I'm like, but anyways, after that he kind of faded away like the next week. And like I felt it as a girl, like you know when someone's cheating on you. It was a feeling in my gut, and I didn't want to believe he was cheating on me. But other than that feeling, we'd be at work and this man would talk to me like garbage, like absolute garbage. Like before I would wake up to him saying, oh, you're pretty, I'm so lucky, I'm dating a beautiful girl like you, which he was lucky, because if y'all seen him, y'all be like, yeah, girl. Most of my friends, I'd be like, that's my boyfriend. They'd be like, you're with him? And I'm like, yeah. And they'd be like, you could do way better. My mom even said I could do way better. My mom didn't even see the dude. That's how bad it was. I'm like, oh, junk. And he dropped out of school too. So he was a dropout, worked at Burger King. Already not good signs, girl. But I didn't listen. But, yes, and I'm the type of person that doesn't judge anyone. I look farther from that. Like, I'll be like, he's a good guy. But anyways, at work, he would get up in my face. He would yell at me. Okay, I'm gonna say this. He called me a hoe one time. He at work where he was yelling at me because I had mop buckets and I put. If y'all work at fast food, y'all know you got 2 color mop buckets, and one color is for the dining room, the other one's for inside, the area where you cook. And I put it in the wrong mop bucket, the water, and so I have to go mop the floor in the dining room, because I'm up front. And he yells at me. And he goes, "You hoe! You're so retarded. You're so fucking stupid," and stuff like that. And at the time, I'm like, okay, I'm really in love with this boy, so I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna, I don't care. And after he did that, it was a point to, this boy just gets terrible. It was a point to at work where he started talking to me rude. Like when I'm telling y'all rude, I'm talking very rude. So he goes, oh, because, okay, mind y'all, we kept our relationship private, on the low, at work, and I only told a close few of my friends that I knew wouldn't say anything. So no one knew at work that we're together. And, I mean, some people kind of figured because they all knew, like, we both liked each other. But, this boy, like, right here, we kept it a secret because he told me his family is racist. That's why we kept it a secret. And now that I think about it, it is the dumbest thing ever, like the dumbest excuse. Because even when my mom told me she didn't like the way I was talking about him, how he sounded, and told me to break up with him, she told me once to break up with him. I didn't do it. I didn't care. I didn't listen to her. Still in the relationship with the boy. So if your family is racist and mind you, this guy told me he was in love with me. If you're in love with a girl, you're not gonna care what your family thinks. I'm sorry, that's the truth. So yeah. So he told everyone at work, it was one day we're all talking, laughing, joking around. He says out of his mouth, he goes, oh, I don't like mixed people or black people. Look at me, I'm mixed, okay? I'll let y'all know that now. Y'all can tell. He goes, I don't like mixed girls. And in my head, I'm like, you're dating me and I'm mixed. And he was just being really racist. He was just like, I only like white girls. Like, he was like, my type is white people. And I'm like, you're dating a girl who's mixed. So when I got home, I texted him and I was like, I'm sorry, but I don't like the way you said that because you're dating a mixed girl. So it was like, that was really offensive to me. And then he's like, oh, you're overthinking and stuff like that. And I'm like, not really. I don't think I'm overthinking the whole situation, because I'm like, you're dating someone who's mixed. And that was very racist. Even everyone at my job was staring at him when he said that. Like, that's racist. And so yeah, everyone thought it was racist. I thought it was racist or whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to get my I thought it was very racist. I thought it was offensive towards me. And I was like, I'm mixed and I'm your girlfriend. And he was like, oh, you're overthinking everything. And then it was also a time where I was feeling something in my gut. Like, I knew he was doing something bad. And I texted him, I'm like, yo, I feel like you don't like me anymore. I feel like you distant, kind of. And he was like, oh, no, you're overthinking. Stop overthinking. Everything's okay. And whatever. So one day, I'm at work, and this girl, I'm not gonna say her name, obviously, but me and her were talking. She was like, I'm in a toxic relationship. And I was like, I'm in a toxic relationship right now. Because the reason why I say toxic, this boy was mentally abusing me. And I'm not saying other things that he did, but it's that, like, I didn't know what mental abuse was, but basically it's when your words, like, the things he was telling me, him calling me a hoe, him getting in my face, that was not, if you love someone, you don't do that to someone you love. I'm sorry. Constantly put me down by talking about how how he likes skinny white girls, like, that wasn't okay with me. And, stuff like that. Oh my god, it's been a minute, y'all. But yeah, and one day I told this girls, because at this point I was like, I'm tired, I don't care about keeping it a secret anymore. So I told this girl who I was dating, and she's like, oh no. And I'm like, what? And mind you, this girl, she works in the back with the boy. So it got to a point too, when they're working together, they're kind of like talking, they're mad close. And I'm like, what's going on? And I heard one time, he was like, the first day I met you, like, I liked you because you showed me kindness, and you're the only person who showed me kindness. This boy dropped out of high school, and I supported him the full way while his parents were yelling at him, and I was supporting him as a friend. So I'm like, that's funny, because your girlfriend over here supported you. I didn't say you're dumb for dropping out of high school. That's what I was thinking. I didn't say it. It's like, you're really dumb for dropping out of high school. I could have said it, but I didn't. I hold it in, buddy. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a supportive girlfriend for his decisions. But at the time we were dating, mind you, it was a friend. So it's like, and even now, I was being a supportive girlfriend once we made it official. I didn't say anything about him, and mind you, too, this guy is always high. Like, his parents let him smoke. I told my mom that too. I was like, Mom, he smokes. Like, because they're gonna eventually, my plan was for them to meet, because I was like, I like this boy. Anyways, I told my mom that, and it started to get a point in our relationship, like, I'll text him, be like, what are you doing? I kind of realized he was a bum, like, he ain't going anywhere in life, when every time I ask, what are you doing, he's like, I'm smoking. You can't be in a relationship with a guy who chooses drugs over you. Sorry. I know that now, and I know not to date a guy like that. But I was at work, I told the girl, I was about to say her name. I told the girl that I'm in a relationship with him. She shows me her phone. She goes, I'm sorry to tell you, but I got a message of your boyfriend telling me he wants to do the nasty. And I'm like, what? And I got so mad. I'm like, how is he in a relationship with me telling another girl I want to do the nasty? And to me, yo, that's cheating. I don't care. Anyone puts it. If you're in a relationship, you don't go tell another person you want to do something with them. And this boy's apparently a virgin. I'm like, I don't know what type of virgin that is, but, like, I'm telling you now, I am a virgin. That's not a virgin. I don't go tell people I'm going to do that with them. So yeah, he was like that. And so on my lunch break, I blew up this dude's phone while he at home. I'm like, so you want to do this to someone? I said, go right ahead. And I texted him, I was like, go right ahead, me and you are done. And I added some extra stuff on there, which I'm not gonna say. And I told my manager, I was like, what time does he get into work? Because I honestly, I didn't know that day. I know every other day what time he comes into work. Oh, man. Looking on that schedule, like, what time does my babe got work? That's what I would say in my head. Anyways, I didn't look that day. I was like, I'm too frustrated. And I told my manager, I was like, what time is he, coming in? So they said like 8 or something, I forgot. And I'm like, that's around the time I have to leave. So like, this kid always comes to work 2 hours early ahead of time. And he walks in the doors. I'm by the cash register, taking someone's order on the headset. I see him, I say, hold up. I see him, I'm like, I am ready to punch this kid. I'm like, who do you think you are again? I'm like, who? Who? Baby, who? Like, you cheated on someone who's fine. Like, I don't care about the looks in a relationship, but like, I'm gonna hype myself up for a minute. I'm good looking. I'm sorry. You know how many guys, like, were talking to me? Like him? I'm like, no. But anyways, I seen him, I was like, I'm gonna fight him. Like, I have my fist all out. I'm like, I am ready to kill him. Like, I am shaking. I am like, I want to jump over that counter and punch him. I was like, and then he walked in the door. And my manager texted me. He was like, your girlfriend over here, she is mad at you. He was like, you come to work come to the time I have you to come. Okay, don't come any earlier because she'll still be here. He walks in three hours ahead of his shift. Come in, walking like it's nothing. Stares at me. This dude blocked me. He couldn't even look at me in the eye and tell me what he did wrong to me. So, like, I'm like, what? But, anyways, y'all, that is the end of the story. I got cheated on. Of the relationship. This eyelash is messed up. But, what it looks like. Anyways, I did think that this look was cute when I was, like, in my own little head. So I usually put lip gloss on, nothing more, but I'm not going anywhere today. This was just a video for you guys to entertainment purposes only. No hate to the boy, I want to say that, but I can't. But anyways, now since that relationship, mind you, this is my first relationship. We didn't kiss. I haven't had my kiss. No, nothing like that. No. But I learned from it. And I just want to tell people who are in a relationship right now and they're in a toxic one that things will get better. You guys can go through ups and downs, but it'll get better. But if you're in a toxic one like I was in and the guy's cheating on you, drop him, honey, because he ain't got to stop. Once a cheater, always a cheater. That's what my mom was like, you better not add that boy back. You better not talk to him again. Trust me, I'm not. Because once a cheater, if they can cheat on you once, I mean, they're going to cheat on you again, especially if you let him back in your life. I'm not letting him back in my life as a friend or anything. Like, he ruined it. This eyelash is about to come off anyways. But this is just like a makeup tutorial. I can do better eyelashes. As you can tell, I took time on that one. But this one, I don't care. I don't. But yeah, that's what I have to tell y'all. And I started a YouTube channel to support you guys and show you guys things I go through. Daily life vlogs. Period, boo. Anyways, ignore that eyelash. Focus on that one. I'm gonna probably fix it anyways. But I love you guys and I hope you guys stay positive. And please like, comment, and subscribe. And go to my YouTube, TikTok channel and follow me. And I also do have another YouTube channel, but I don't know if I'm going to keep posting or continuing on that. I have to make my decision soon. So yeah. Peace out, butterflies.